What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, it's about what 5:30 in the morning. Get up. You already know. The early bird gets the worm. And today on the show, I'm going to be talking about Black Panther and WonderMan news that just came out. I'm also going to play a little bit of the damn of the Marvel podcast. I'm gonna because I was listening to a little bit of that earlier today, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. But hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel. But you already know how I do. You know how we get started. The real question is, all right. And I know some of you guys were wondering what happened to me yesterday. I'm not even gonna hold you. I overslept. I didn't have any energy. I didn't have any nothing. I slept for a good 10 hours. Not even gonna hold you. Slept for a good 10 hours. So I didn't have I didn't have any energy. Not even gonna hold you. Didn't have any. I wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna, I'm never gonna hold anything from y'all. Truth be told, I ain't got the energy today. I'm literally, and it's one of those moments, where anxiety kicks in and tries to, you know, rear his ugly head. You know how it goes. And it's just one of those moments. So fighting through it, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm I'm good. It's just one of those moments you just gotta fight through. You know what I mean? And everything is gonna be amazing. Uh, you know, and I'm taking my daughters to go see Inside Out 2 tomorrow. So gotta I don't know what the heck, just start focusing on that, but gonna go take my daughters to go see Inside Out 2 tomorrow. So we're gonna have a good time, but not gonna lie, it's a little struggle today. It was not good yesterday. I was so wore out, and I woke up with a lot of stuff on my mind and everything, and you know, so I'm one of those type of people, they keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on, but we gonna be all right. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right. So, with that out the way, let's go ahead. Let's see who's all up in here. God damn it! I mean, I'm trying not to cuss because Roberta come in here and she get me. I mean, you see it. The camera sees. I don't know why it's trying to focus on my mic, but what's going on, Junior Network? Top of the morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Prince Setta. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Robert D. Good morning. Good morning. And of course, make sure you hit the like buttons, comment, and subscribe. One of the admins. Shout out to Gray. Gray sent me a bunch of stuff on Wednesday that I'm using on today. So shout out to him for sending me some of the topics on today, especially the Black Panther topic. Smashball, good morning, good morning, good morning. Rashad Walker, what's up with it? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Of course, Mika G, good morning. Happy Friday, Dre said, love the hustle. I always appreciate Mika G. And of course, y'all already know we had Mika G Day. So, those who donated and everything to her, we thank you from the Dre Max Show, of course, Blues House. You know what I'm saying? We just really just thank you. You know what I'm saying, for making Mika G Day so special. You know what I mean? So thank you. It just says good morning, Chad. Happy Friday, and this is Friday. We're still gonna have a good time. Still gonna have a good time. Let's set some time up for you. So yeah, hey, trust me. Yeah, yesterday my body said you're gonna get some rest. Did you send it? Did you send it? Oh, okay. You did send it today. I just seen you send it. Supercell. Yeah, I check that out. I'll make sure to check that out. Tracy Woods. Good morning. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Tracy. Uh, I'm going to start off today. Oh, tomorrow I will have. I'm gonna have the second edition of Kung Fu Saturday. I'm gonna have that on tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm doing The Protector, one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies from Tony Jaa. So I will put that up today if y'all want to stop in, do Kung Fu, you know, Kung Fu Saturdays. We're going to do Kung Fu Saturdays, and we're going to do The Protector, one of my favorite Kung Fu movies of all time. Seriously, love that movie. Love that movie. So I want to share one of my loves with you guys. So hopefully you guys will check it out on tomorrow with me, and we get to sit back and kick it. You know what I'm saying, and watch a good old kung fu flick. Especially one of my favorites. You know. So I want to. That's not what I want. And all of a sudden I get out like I'm trying to tell you, ride in the car, all of that, no problem. No problem. Um, but then today get on. So okay, hold on, because I was just looking at it today. I see. I'm not the. I was just looking at something. I'm like, I'm not the only one who was critiquing Tisa, for her comments. But and trust me, when I be having these takes, it's nothing personal to that person. It's nothing. It's nowhere close to nothing to that person. You know what I mean? Nothing personal. It's always I'm always going after the critique. Whether I think the critique is nasty or not, I'm always going to go after the critique. What's up, Roberta? I see. I knew you was going to be in here. That's why I stopped myself from cussing because I don't want Roberta to take to go tell me to go get the switch. So okay, so I want to start off this show with a segment from. Yeah, I bet you did, Robin. I bet you did. You're not the only. You know how many people. What's so funny is that people hit me up. Multiple people hit me up when they seen that Tisa video. Was like, you got to get her. You got to get her. And you know what I did? I went and got her. You know what I'm saying? As much as I possibly can. I know some people had, was thinking I was talking about all black women, but I said, look, black women don't like Jonathan Majors because, he was with a white girl and then end up being with Megan Good. I was not talking about all black women. I was really referring to black women like her. You know what I mean? Because and I should have should have corrected myself or whatever, or put that disclaimer that I'm not going to talk about all because I love black women. That's why I didn't. If you noticed during that whole entire take, my blood was boiling because I do hate, and I don't care if you're a black man dissing black women or you're a black woman dissing black men. I don't like it at all. We have way too many problems as black people to be attacking each other and being attacking each other personally. So I never, if you notice, I never went at her personally. Never. My thing was the take. I never attacked that woman personally at all. Because what is the use? What is the use of, calling her names and all this? I'm not going to do that. That's not my style anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was used to, I never went at anybody personally because I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them personally, but I'm never going to attack you personally if I go at your critique. I don't care if you're a big YouTuber, little YouTuber, whatever, in the middle, I don't care. I'm always going to go after your take. That's it. So it's never anything personal. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if I attack you personally, then my audience, is not going to get the fullest thing of who I am and why I'm saying this. So anyway, let's get to I want to share because I knew that this was coming out, but I didn't get to listen to it. So I listened to a little bit of it today. I kind of skipped because I got some time step in here. And this was the interview with Kevin Feige, and it was something interesting from the little bit I heard from Kevin Feige. So I want to bring this up, and then I'm gonna just juxtapose this where I interviewed from E-Man when he interviewed Nate Moore, because I want to know if you're really truly, serious about what the fans actually want. So let me just play this real quick, and let's go.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. I can't wait to get started.
What are your thoughts on connecting with the fans directly through this podcast?
I think it's great. I think Marvel has had I would say a tradition, but I think actually a pioneering tradition in fan feedback, going back to Stan's soapbox and to the letters in the comics. I think that back and forth is part of what made Marvel what it is. And I think that back and forth has become both easier and more difficult.
Shout out to Marvel and Marvel writers back in 2021 or 20? I think it was 2021 or maybe 2022. I actually wrote into Marvel on a Deadpool comic and got my whole all the crap that I was just being funny, but all the things I said in that Deadpool comic got printed in a Deadpool comic, and that was a highlight of my life. You know what I mean? There was no greater high, because Deadpool is my favorite comic book character. There was no greater high in the world than seeing my name, Dre Mack, in a Deadpool comic. Oh, I lost it.
Over the years, thanks to all the tech that we have. So I think I find that there's a lot of talking at each other. Marvel talks at our fans through our work in many ways, and through certain presentations.
Yeah.
And the fans speak at other fans and at us through,
Trust me, Recast T'Challa, we get talked at, not talked to. Recast T'Challa, most definitely.
Incredible fan-made podcasts and YouTube pages and things like that, which are just
like this
remarkable.
one.
So I like the idea that this is going to be another outlet to have a more direct connection.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm going to just remove this just real quick, because Kevin Feige says something that was very important, and hopefully they're going to start listening to fan feedback. Number one, he said that, at a point in time, we were listening, to fans as far as Marvel. And, that goes all the ways back to the 60s, where people used to write letters into Marvel, where, we could be able to have a voice heard if we didn't like certain certain things. We could be able to kind of get to that, and be able to talk to the writers and everything directly from there. And that is something that I believe, and especially Phase 5 really made sure that people at Marvel was not listening to the fans. What's up, Andre Ware? What's up? They were not listening to the fans at all, period. And I'm going to show you, back when E-Man interviewed Nate Moore, the disconnect between, the actual executive producers and all of that of Marvel compared to, is this timestamp? I believe this is timestamp. Let me see if this is time. I think this is a Nate Moore interview. And let me just get you the interview, that E-Man put up. So give me just a second. I'm trying to get this prepared, because I'm going to, kind of let you know the disconnect and see if they actually changed the disconnect. So this is E-Man from E-Man's Movie Review. And let's see what they're talking about now, because there's a receipt, and I'm just using this as a receipt. So shout out to E-Man using his video as a receipt, or Yeah, as a receiver, like, look, we asked for recast T'Challa. We didn't ask it for immediately, but we wanted to know how you felt. And they were going to, shalom, Dr. Carby, shalom, shalom. Going to see what they said then compared to what we just heard from Kevin Feige himself. So let me play this, and hopefully we can get to the crux of this.
Emmanuel Noisette from E-Man's Movie Reviews, the movie blog out here in Chicago. Clearly, with the passing of Chadwick, that was I can't imagine what type of emotional burden it had to be for you, the cast, and the crew to
completely, Rashad
move forward,
Walker.
right? But can you talk about the decision to use the real life tragedy and impose it on the fictional character of T'Challa? Because while it can be cathartic for some, it can also be triggering to relive that.
And E-Man asks an excellent question on this interview. I never did a reaction to this video, so I might actually clip this and make a separate video out of this. But E-Man asks an excellent question. Let's see what I actually don't remember. I remember this interview, but I don't remember this interview, if you get what I'm saying. So let's see what Nate Moore says to E-Man when he's talking about imposing the real life death. Now, remember, this is listening to the actual fans. Let's see what Nate Moore says in this interview with E-Man.
Pain again.
Sure.
So can you talk about the decision to go forward?
I mean, it was, look, Chadwick's passing was shocking to us all and hit us all a bit differently, but he, I can't say this enough, like, he was such an impressive person beyond the performer, and had relationships with all the cast and Ryan and myself who got to know him through Civil War, and you have the very real conversations of, should we even make a movie?
Right.
Certainly not all movies need sequels. There's been amazing movies that are one and done. And those were conversations that we had. And Disney at no point said you have to make a sequel. They said, we'll do whatever you feel is right. And then you start to think about, and no one can really know, right? But I go, I think Chad would have wanted us to make a sequel because he knew how much.
So again, for him to say Chad would want to make a sequel, you see he's not actually asking the question about the real life death.
Much Wakanda meant to people.
He's not talking about imposing the real life death into the movie and using that as a selling point for your movie. Let's just get that out the way. Number two, to make the decision to make the movie, you know what I mean? He didn't have to make it. He chose to make it. Now, remind you, with E-Man, because there was plenty, let's just keep it, I'm going to keep it a buck. There were multiple recast T'Challa, the GoFundMes, Lord have mercy, petitions. There's multiple petitions. E-Man's caught more fire. You know what I mean? E-Man's caught way more fire, right? And this is the fans saying, look, we're not saying recasting the character in the movie. We're not saying that. What we're saying is, do not use the real life death of Chadwick in your movie, and do not kill the character, right? Do not kill the character, because it's a fictional character in a fictional universe, and you can't use the real life, don't use the real life death of Chadwick Boseman as a selling point for your movie. You're hearing Nate Moore saying, hey, we decided to do it anyway. Let me just keep going, because again, we're going to juxtapose what Nate Moore said. Let me keep going.
But people make movies. Movies aren't plopped off an assembly line. We as people who are dealing with the loss of a person have to be able to believe in and make a movie. And
now, mind you, He said we didn't have to make the movie. Disney wasn't pressing us to make the movie. Now he's saying, well, we're people. We got to make movies. You didn't have to make anything. You know what I mean? You didn't have to make anything, but you chose to. So that means you didn't listen to the fans, right? You did not listen to the fans, and you chose to do something regardless. Let me keep going, just real quick.
And we couldn't figure out how to get our heads around making a movie with another T'Challa. Is the truth. So now you got some cognitive dissonance, right? You want to make a movie because, man, Wakanda means a lot.
Factor provides balance.
Wakanda didn't mean that much. Let me take this off screen real quick. Wakanda didn't mean that much that you had to use a man's real life death as a selling point. Wakanda did not mean that much when you have this disconnect between the fans, right? What the fans are asking for, right? Now, mind you, the video I just played from the podcast, Kevin Feige was like, we're going to start listening to fans because we're talking this is a prime example of talking at the fans. Damn what we think. Damn, you're using a real life death of Chadwick Boseman as a selling point to sell your movie. Damn that, I got to make money. So again, that's the disconnect. Let me keep going because I'm about to make my point when I start talking about Black Panther 3 and Letitia Wright.
With your looking at somebody saying that's not my friend every day, I couldn't. But I understand the conversation. Okay. And I don't think it's wrong. Okay. I think it's just we had to make the movie we knew how to make, you know.
You didn't have to make anything.
So making the movie about the passing of T'Challa felt like the best way to honor both.
You see, I'm just going to say like this, and this is why there's so much of a disconnect between Marvel and his fans. Number one, the initial question was, with T'Challa. Matter of fact, this is at the 349 mark. So I'm not speaking for E-Man. Let's go back to the original question and see if he even, the original question. And then I'm going to go back to the 349 mark.
Emmanuel Noisette from E-Man's Movie Reviews, the movie blog out here in Chicago. Clearly, with the passing of Chadwick, that was, I can't imagine what type of emotional burden it had to be for you, the cast and the crew to move forward. Right. But can you talk about the decision to use the real life tragedy and impose it on the fictional character of T'Challa? Because while it can be cathartic for some, it can also be triggering to relive that pain again. So can you talk about the decision to go forward?
I mean, it was...
Okay, 1 minute and 56 seconds. We're at the 349 mark here, and he still hasn't answered that question. Why did you use the real life death, you know what I'm saying, of Chadwick Boseman in your fictional universe? 349, let's see if he answers this question anytime soon before the next question.
And I think the cast agrees. I won't speak for them. I'll let them speak for it. I think in talking to them, I think they agree. And it was hard. It was a hard process. I mean, we lost him during COVID. Yeah. So it wasn't even like we all got to collect with pain. Yeah, you can't. I mean, we all experienced losses during COVID that you didn't really get to grieve because COVID prevented that. Right. And being together and making this film was the first time we were all together to be able to talk about that. And then the process of making the movie allowed people to pour some of those emotions into their roles, into their reads, into what it was. And by the way, our crew lost him too, because a lot of our crew was the same crew. So we made the movie that we thought we could make in a way that felt respectful to the legacy of the man and to the world. And I think audiences are allowed to feel how they feel about it. And I will never tell anybody how to feel about watching this movie. I hope it's cathartic. You could be 100% right, though. It might trigger some people. And I hope that's not the case. Audiences are going to have to tell us. You know,
right?
But,
so,
you see, he never answered the question. Never answered the question. So again, there is a disconnect between Marvel Studios and its fans, because you have the guy who blew up because of his petition, not anybody else's petition. You're all saying they go around got as much attention as E-Man's, right? And Nate Moore completely talked his way out of that question. You guys heard it. Now, let me remove this just real quickly. And again, when you go back and you listen to now, let's go back to Kevin Feige just real quick. This is all going to make sense in a moment.
Can't wait to get started.
What are your thoughts on connecting with the fans directly through this podcast?
I think it's great. I think Marvel has had I would say a tradition, but I think actually a pioneering tradition in fan feedback, going back to Stan's soapbox and to the letters in the comics. I think that back and forth is part of what made Marvel what it is. And I think that back and forth has become both easier and more difficult over the years, thanks to all the tech that we have. So I think I find that there's a lot of talking at each other. You know, Marvel talks at our fans through our work in many ways and through certain presentations, and the fans speak at other fans and at us through, you know, incredible fan-made podcasts and YouTube pages and things like that, which are just remarkable. So I like the idea that this is going to be another outlet to have.
See, again, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Disney gave Nate Moore, I don't know what's going on, why this keeps phasing in and out. But anyway, so Marvel gave Nate Moore, it refers to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I'm using this because it was the easiest to show you fans disconnect. There's like say for instance, this was the fans do Marvel phases 1 through 4. Then phase 5, because I want to make money, here we are. We're so far apart, right? So Kevin Feige is saying now, we're going to listen to the fans. We have we see what's going on. This is something that Stan has been doing it for years and yada, 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 all of this stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start listening to fans and hopefully we can connect. Because you saw in the video with E-Man and Nate Moore, there's a complete disconnect. He did not want to even answer the fact that you used a real life death in a fictional character. There's multiple ways to honor a character or honor an actor. Fast and the Furious showed you how to do it. There's plenty of other movies where the actor dies. The Crow, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Hell, even the what was it? Game of Death. Finished the movie with a stunt double, and then they showed you the real life, funeral at the end of that. But they did that way back in the 70s. Nate Moore did not have to make that because he did not care about the fans. He did not care that character has been around since the 1960s. He's the first black superhero. What he wanted to do was make a movie. And then that was a way of honoring Chadwick while also playing on the heartstrings of black consumers. So you thought black consumers was going to come out in droves for a funeral. And then you see by the box office numbers, you can say, well, it was still successful because they made $800 million. You could say that, but compared to the first movie, it's a significant drop by $500 million. The Marvels didn't even make $500 million domestically in its theater run. So that's still a significant loss from the first movie. Because people are going to the movies to see the main character. Nobody goes to see Batman without Batman. Only reason why Joker is getting the type of love that it gets, because Joker is still so iconic, you know what I mean? That you can technically, especially the way they made the movie, You can make a movie like that without having the Batman in there, and it makes sense because it's more of a character study. But you're not going to have a mainstay action-filled pack summer blockbuster called The Batman without the goddamn Batman. Nobody's trying to see Batwing, Batbird, Bat nothing. They came to see Batman. They didn't come to see, Nightwing be Batman. They did not come to see that. They did not come to see Batgirl be Batman. You're not coming to see that. You're not coming to see nobody, none of them. Damian Wayne, nope, don't want to see that. You're not seeing, you need come for that. So again, DC knows the formula. Where is the disconnect with Marvel? Let me show you. Black Panther's Letitia Wright teases return as Shuri in future Marvel projects. There's a lot coming up. Wright responded to a question about her potential reprising the role during an interview on The View. Letitia Wright is itching to scratch, terrible pun, her way back into Black Panther universe, the Marvel star revealed in an interview. The 30-year-old, am I reading this? I'm sorry. My bad. I thought I was sharing this. And let me full screen this. The 30-year-old who starred as Shuri and director Ryan Coogler's 2018 epic Black Panther in his 2022, she was a co-star, but anyway, in 2022 sequel, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, sees a potential return as a character on Wednesday's episode of The View. There are some new Avengers movies on the horizon, and everybody wants to know if Shuri will be making another appearance in the Marvel Universe. We need it, co-host Sonny Holston excitedly asked Wright, who appeared on the show to promote Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot, a new movie she produced. If it's let's just say Ross responded, trail it off as she carefully chose her words. I would like to continue with Shuri. She's one of my favorite characters, such a blessing. Honestly, I kid you not, I'm so grateful for her. Holston probed further, asking Wright if Black Panther 3 was on the horizon. There's a lot coming up, Wright said, smiling as she answered. In January 2023, Wright told Variety that a third Black Panther film was in the works, though noting formally has been announced by Marvel. Entertainment Weekly reached out to Marvel, represented for comment. Since joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Shuri in 2018, Rice also played a part in two Avengers movies, Avengers film, Infinity War, 2018's Endgame the following year. Shuri is a younger sister of T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther titular hero, who became the new Black Panther following T'Challa's death. Terrible death in Wakanda Forever. Boseman, who originated the character in the MCU, died of cancer in 2020. Fellow co-star Lupita Nyong'o recently remembered Boseman on the third anniversary of his death, 2023, when she shared an Instagram photo of the actor. 3 years ago today, I experienced a singular pain at the news of Chadwick Boseman's death. The actor captioned the video, "The confusion was so profound that it took months to trust the feeling of joy again. Sound of Hope, Story of Possum." Trot releases in July 4th. Okay, so let me just say this, is that, for one, for what I'm hearing, and shout out to Planet Fanatics, my man Darius, we cannot connect. Hopefully we can connect soon, because every time me and Darius from Planet Fanatics, it never happens. So hopefully we can be able to connect soon. Now, this is the thing. Will I like a Black Panther 3? Yes. But for what I'm here, the only reason why I want it, because I want T'Challa to come back. I want recast T'Challa. That's why I want Black Panther starring T'Challa. Not starring it. It is nothing against, Shuri. But Shuri's run is literally amounts to a fourth of what that movie was. That's Shuri's run in the comics as Black Panther. Nothing against Letitia Wright, but this is the truth. You know what I mean? But for what I'm hearing from Darius is that they want to bring back a variant version from another universe of T'Challa and Storm from his sources. And one thing that came to mind was the Disney cruise. And on the Disney cruise, they have you know, a moment where Shuri is fighting these guys or whatever, and then I think T'Challa comes in, and she was so surprised, you know, oh, no, my brother, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and they hook up, and then they do the Wakanda Forever pose and do this whole thing, right? And from what I understand, they have heard from the fans. Now, I don't know if it's true, but Desmond Idris is on their list. You know, if this is just take this rumor as a grain of salt, but it's on their list to come in as T'Challa. Now, who would I like to co-star next to him is already right now working at Disney, and that's Jodie Smith. I can't think of the middle part of her name. She's already in Disney as one of the mothers in the Acolyte series, because I think she will be a amazing Storm. The height, the look, everything, the skin. Oh God. Sophie Jodie Smith, whatever I ever pronounce. I'm probably checking that up. Yeah, Sophie Turner Smith. She's already in the CU right now. She can play an excellent Storm. She has the height, the look, everything. You know what I mean? Even in this show, in the Acolyte, I'm like, that Storm. That Storm. So that's what I'm looking at. For what I understand, that Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Black Panther 3 will be after Secret Wars. So I do believe, again, it's a wait and see. It's a wait and see. But I do believe that now, since Kevin Feige has his hands back on the product, right? I seen Jay Cargill in person. Good Lord. She needs to be over at DC as Nubia. Like, she's that cut and that big in real life. Like, she scared the shit out of me, and I was in the front row. Got a picture of her too, or a video of her. Yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, that's who I would like. Acting chops the whole nine. But what I'm hearing is that it will happen after Secret Wars, and then they will have the variant version instead of the Toussaint character, age him up, all of that, because it sounds ridiculous. They're going to go with a variant version. So that's what I'm hearing. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I'm hearing. So, kind of, what are your thoughts on that story? I probably, again, is going to clip this and make this a video. But I oppose you to go back and watch that interview with E-Man and Nate Moore. To me, it's a lot of fluff and a lot of bull job. To me, a lot of fluff, a lot of bull job. Come on, camera. So yeah. So what do you guys think about this story? Put it in the comment section below and let me know what you think. I think I've seen a Hunter Iggy. I just did a video on that. So check out my video that talks about the Mr. Terrific and Superman, their uniforms. So check that out. Pretty good video. All right. You said Sophie Turner Smith. She gives out Regal. Sorry, no. I went to school with Janelle Monáe. No. Shout out to Janelle Monáe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out KCK, where we were born and raised at. But no. But yeah. So let me see. Let me get because I can't hold you guys long, because my other daughter, my youngest daughter, she's in a play today. And so I got to go get some rest so I can be able to check out her play and cheer my baby on. So, and she's getting all this active from her daddy. She's getting all of this. So proud of my baby. All right. This is a WonderMan news. Now, again, this is WonderMan from the comics, everybody. Let me just ask you. Thank you, Dr. Carpy. Let me just ask you. Does this look like Yahya Abdul-Mateen that y'all seeing on screen right now? Does that look like Yahya? Because I don't think so. So anyway, it's extremely different. Kevin Feige hypes WonderMan series. Exactly, because it's extremely different. Because that man is white. That man is very white, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen does not look like that man. But anyway, let's go. Marvel Studios has not offered many details about the upcoming WonderMan series in the works at Disney Plus. Kevin Feige has broken the silence by weighing in on the series, hyping it as a show that will feel very different from other Marvel Cinematic Universe projects. Per TV Line, Feige addressed WonderMan during an interview on the official Marvel podcast. The topic came about after Feige was asked about how he continues to find new inspirations for projects, and he noted his excitement as continuing to try new storylines and taking characters to new places. Feige added, "Sometimes they hit, sometimes they won't. But if you stop trying, then it will. Then that is when you atrophy, and the whole thing falls in on itself." Feige's emphasis on looking for new ground to cover will be on display in WonderMan. The Marvel Studios boss pointed to the show as a great example of a series that feels so different from other MCU projects that it has him feeling very excited. While Feige addressed that he can't say much more about the series other than how different, yes, it's very much different, it is, the subtleties could be seen as a great sign for the show. WonderMan has Kevin Feige excited. We have a show coming up that we talked very little about called WonderMan, and I won't talk much about it today except it is extremely different from anything we've done before. Feige explained, it's very exciting to be able to do new things. Now again, this is WonderMan, everybody. For those people who talk about WonderMan is black in the comics, what? No. WonderMan always in the 616 universe has been white. In the Ultimate universe, he has a tan. That's the only difference. That's WonderMan. Does that look like Yahya Abdul-Mateen? No. It's not. So yes, it's going to be very, 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 very different. But hopefully fans, who want to check out this character, you know what I mean, doesn't go to the comics and be disappointed that he's not black like he is on screen. Even that is again a white guy. A white guy. So again, this is why a lot of us, was saying, why couldn't Yahya play a guy, a character of color, a black character, not a character of color. Let me rephrase that. A black character that could be uplifted in a way so that black character, could be on another stratosphere as a Storm or a T'Challa or whatever. Kind of like what they're doing with Mr. Terrific in DC. And no, his hairstyle is not political. You know what I'm saying? All that other bull crap. We're just talking about taking a original black character and uplifting him. That's all. But again, let's keep going. The show is developed by Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings director Dustin Daniel Critton, alongside showrunner Andrew Guest. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II stars in the lead role as WonderMan, who doesn't look anything like this. Do you see that they didn't put Yahya up here next to this guy? There's a reason for that. But again, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II stars in the lead role as WonderMan, an actor who acquires superpowers that allow him to become a hero. The series will also star Ben Kingsley, Demetrius Gross, Ed Harris, Lauren Glazer, and Josh Gad. Feige is the executive producer in the series with Critton guests Luis De Esposito and Brad Winderbaum, while Monty Muniz is on board to produce. The MCU returns to Disney Plus with the upcoming WandaVision spinoff series Agatha All Alone, which brings back Catherine Hahn as Agatha the Harkness. Following some delays of its own, the anticipated series Daredevil Born Again will also be headed to a streaming platform in early 2025. Long guessing Ironheart will also be expected to drop next year. For now, it is not yet known when WonderMan will make its way to streaming. And that is the story of WonderMan. And just being honest with you, I'm not excited about WonderMan. I guess I'm gonna be fair in my assessment because I'm going to go in not being super hype or super optimistic. I'm gonna just watch it as a fan. And if I like it, cool. If I don't, cool too. It's not gonna make me none. Same thing with and I like Catherine Hung as Agatha. Trust me, she was one of the highlights of the show. But I'm not excited. What are those characters going to do to affect the entire, you know what I'm saying, landscape of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I just seen that, Dr. Carpy. You know, what is that character going to do? You know, what is that character's purpose in the greater landscape of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Or is he just there to fill a quota, and number two, just some content on Disney Plus? You know, the boys have done an excellent job. And what I'm going to do once the season wraps up, I'm going to give my entire thoughts on the boys season 3 or season 4 wrap up. That's what I'm going to do. Or is it season 3? I think it's season 4. But the biggest thing that I like about the boys, when they did Gen V, and I was covering Gen V and Godolkin and all of that, they tied in what went on in the last episode of The Boys, episode 5. It made sense. That show made a lot of sense, right? But what they did was they tied it all together. Marvel needs to go back to the formula of tying their shows and their movies together, because what's going to happen is DC is going to start catching, once they get their legs under them, and if they do it right, they learn from all the mistakes that Marvel has done in the late part of Phase 4 and Phase 5, DC is going to kill them. And with the announcement of the Green Lantern series, and if Green Lantern is tying to anything that they're doing in the future, kind of like what they did at the end of Peacemaker, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. But what do you guys think about these stories? Do you believe in Kevin Feige? Do you believe that he's going to start listening to the fans? He's going to be be more open, or is he? And this is a caveat. This is a wrinkle in the machine. Is he going to listen to a certain set of fans? Put in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about these stories today.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right, gotta wrap this thing up. Thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of The Dre Mac Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Enjoy your Friday. Don't forget, Kung Fu Saturday. Where's my outro at? We got to go. We got to get up out of here, man. Come back for Kung Fu Saturday.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.